to another edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline at Sip Sports Bar, 3024 West Liberty Avenue, 15216. We got Smokin' Jim's cousin here. He told us a little story. He used GPS. Bill Hester's here because I always say 3024 West Liberty Avenue. We got new fans here. We got Brooke, Austin. We got little Cole here. They're right here sitting in the prime area. If you hear a young child screaming, it's not because he's afraid. He's trying to get food here. He loves the show. He's a big fan right now. Thanks for coming in here. We appreciate it. You can watch us on Verizon 32 everywhere. Comcast 7 only in Bethel Park because they're on Comcast 7 everywhere in the area. Then you can watch us on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. Make sure you give us a couple more likes. I thought we were at 1748. I'm not sure. That's a new high for us, so thanks for all the likes. We're hoping a few more in the bar will do that since they got the smartphone. Unlike myself, I have one of these dumb phones. I'm Al Levine, the talking machine. We got Smokin' Jim Frazier, Chip the Prophet Hayner, and we got Little Z's here tonight keeping his streak alive. So we're not going to put him on air till the end. Chip the Prophet Hayner, what's on your mind?
Oh, thank you, Alan. What's on my mind? Didn't somebody mention here Michigan State was going to beat Ohio State for the Big Ten championship?
Hold it, time out. Chip the Prophet Hayner, every once in a while, that
He
blind
gets one
squirrel, he found a nut. And he found Michigan State. He bet a house, unlike Smokin' Jim. He now has 2 houses for Stephanie to decorate. Not 1, but 2.
But, you know, I mean, there's a lot of different things going on in football this weekend. And, you know, I look at this weekend as the end of one team's season and actually the beginning of another team's season. You know, yesterday the Steelers fell to the Miami Dolphins in the snow, and that pretty much ended the Steelers' season or any chance they have of making the playoffs this year. But Saturday night, a little something happened that kind of sparked my interest in hockey, and it looks like the Penguins season is on. The Penguins and the Bruins got into a little bit of a brawl on Saturday night, and I think now we've got somebody to hate, somebody to watch as the season goes on. Not only did we get shut out by them in the playoffs last spring, now they're beating up our players, we're beating up theirs, and it gives you something to look forward to for the next couple of months until the Pirates hit spring training. Alan, I got one last thing on my mind tonight, and this is from my dear friend, Smokin' Jim.
Uh-oh. Get your cameras ready.
One of Santa's elves came by my house and dropped this off, and I figured it had to be for you.
Hold it.
Go ahead and open that up, Jim.
Are you going to put that under the tree, Batman?
No, he needs to open that up tonight.
Okay.
Batman.
This will be a BPTV first for Smokin' Jim Frazier.
He's a little early, but I couldn't wait to give you your
Christmas come early for Mr. Frazier. Look at that paper. Just rip it up. It doesn't matter.
You don't want to rip up. You don't want to rip up Batman. And all I got to say is check out the shoes. A black Barbie doll for my God kids. Thank you so much. Hooray! Made my day. Made my day. Thank you.
Hold that up so wait.
Check out the shoes.
Check out the shoes.
There you go. He's a shoe man.
Thank you so much, Stephanie and Chip.
Merry Christmas. And we'll have a special photo or two with Smokin' Jim Frazier on Facebook. Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook.
I saw that paper and I said, oh, that's good.
She's keeping an eye on those fries we ate.
Careful what you ask for, Jim.
Yeah, thank you so much. Been looking for that for my God kids.
You know what? We better go to our regular segment. Smokin' Jim Frazier. After the dress and the shoes, what's on your mind?
Hey, thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. And if you want the green,
hey, wait, I got one for you.
You got to see Levine. Hey, another big shout out to my favorite cousin who came in from Cleveland. We was together over Thanksgiving. I hosted Thanksgiving at my house, and we shared some chitlins together. Another big hand for Bill Hester. And one thing about, he's been a police officer in Cleveland for 20 years and never pulled his gun, so I'm mad at him. Shoot everybody from Cleveland. But I tell you what, I am so honored right now to have, and she's going to be a guest on our show a little later. I've never in my life met somebody that everybody in the world just loves. She was on the cover of several magazines as a swimsuit cover. In 1 year, we gave away 1,000 toys to 300 kids, and she was just amazing how she handled all those kids who really wanted to get at all those toys. Please give a big hand for supermodel Janae Barlow. Wave to all your fans, Janae. And I tell you what, I am the busiest man in show business. Last Monday, I did a show right here at SIPS. Tuesday, we're at BPTV. Wednesday, we're in Pittsburgh on Channel 21. Saturday night, I co-MC the Willie Stargell MVP banquet with former Pittsburgh Steelers legend Greg Lloyd. Sunday, I wrote an article for the newspaper and worked on my book. Today, we're back at SIPS. Tomorrow morning, I'll be on the Social Curve television network with China. Tomorrow evening, I'll be back at BPTV. Sunday at 10 o'clock, you'll see me and Al Levine, the talking machine, on national TV, on Esquire TV network, on White Collar Brawlers, a reality show. And Thursday, me, Chip Hayner, Little Z, Al Levine, the talking machine, will be downtown with the beautiful Jessica Lee doing a television show. And the only thing that works harder than me is Johnny Manziel's liver. The alcoholic Johnny Manziel tarnished the Heisman Trophy last year. It looks like this year the Heisman Trophy winner is going to be Jameson Date Right Winston. The Furler embarrassed the Heisman Trophy. If I had a Heisman vote, my vote would go to Alabama's quarterback, AJ. Not guilty! Not guilty! My vote would go to Alabama's quarterback, A.J. McCarron. He's 6'4", 215 pounds. Last year he passed for over 30 touchdowns. This year he passed for over 30 touchdowns. He won 3 national championships at Alabama. Just this week he won the 2013 Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award. He's never been drunk in public like Johnny Manziel. He's never raped nobody like Jameson Date Rape Winston. He's never went to trial for double murder like O.J. Simpson. And most importantly, his girlfriend is Miss Alabama, and she looks like Miss America. So for that reason alone, A.J. gets my vote.
Now, the disclaimer is always on Bethel Park TV. These are his own opinions, just like I have my own opinions. If anybody's offended, you can get a hold of Smoking Jim Frazier online. He's everywhere. You'll see him out in the city. Come out to our event Thursday night at Little East, Smoking Jim, 949 Liberty Avenue. Be there at 6 o'clock, buddy. I know you're running a little late on most times. Parking's for free on the streets after 6. But we will be doing a special edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline. It's a half-hour edition. There'll be jazz networking. There'll be a lot of people from all over the city that go to this networking event. It's going to be a great time. There's not going to be snow on that day. It'll be about 26, and it should be clear. So you'll be able to get safely into town. What's on my mind is the Steelers. First of all, so many injuries. They didn't tell us the truth. They were rebuilding this year. The coaches still cannot manage a clock. When you're losing, it looks much worse. And then how ironic is it when Batman's still in the house here? He usually leaves. 1 week, the coach steps onto the green part of the field. The next week, a runner who's almost in the end zone makes a little half a footprint in the out of bounds line. And that's what's on my mind. We got a lot of great guests, and we're going to start bringing them up right now.
I tell you what, we got a young lady that comes from the #1 athletic family in the city of Pittsburgh. Her cousin is Kevin Barlow. Her brother is Jay Barlow, former City League most valuable player, but the most talented person in the family is my girl, Janae Barlow, the supermodel.
Hi, Janae. Welcome to our show.
Hi, Janae. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
Have a seat. You might as well introduce yourself after that great introduction, because I can't hear a thing right now.
I don't even
Okay?
know how to...
Top it.
Yeah, I don't think I can top his introduction.
Just say your name and how you know this guy.
Well, I'm Janae. A lot of people know me as Amora Diamond as well. I'm a local model here in Pittsburgh. I do photography as well, venture off in radio with my boyfriend Calvin. A lot of people know him as Swag. We tend to do a lot of different things around the city to bring awareness to, you know, the talent here in Pittsburgh.
Well, then you're perfect for our show, because I'm all about positivity, and the same with these guys. And we
love it.
promote everybody from 6-year-old boxers to my dad's friend Pat Carmack, 81 years old, former basketball coach, retired from Langley High School, who's a senior champion with many gold medals in the events that he's in. So we cover everybody in between.
I love it. I love
Welcome
it.
to the show.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. I mean, I don't think I want to leave now.
Hold it, you just got here.
I know, right?
All right, stick around. Tell us something. Tell us some more.
Well, first of all, I met Smoking Jim a while back. You know, I was modeling.
When you were 2 years old?
Seems like it. I mean, we've known each other for a long time, and he has been one of the most positive influences that I've had in my life so far. I mean, Smoking Jim to this day will randomly call me up and say, hey, Janae, you know, I know you're doing well. I know you're blessed. I know you're going to be something good. And he always knows how to put me up. And I am thankful and blessed every day that I know this man. So thank you very much, Smoking Jim. I am very happy to be a friend of yours to this day.
Well, I only know him for 2 years, and he's one of my best friends that I've ever had. He's like a brother to me. I never had any brothers, and even though we come from different mothers, he's my brother.
I feel the same way. Just an older brother. Don't look that old, but you know, I'm
Wow,
just saying.
you threw the compliment out. Look, he's getting bigger there. His head's swelling.
And as far as the Gateway compliment, I am an Allderdice Dragon alumni, and I always will be. I am a city girl to the death of me, and that's how my family is. That's the way my brothers are, and shout out to my brothers. My younger brother Jay's, he's up Cal U right now. He's doing excellent.
Hold it, his alma mater.
Yeah, he's doing really well up there. And I also want to say something about a new addition to our family. I have a baby nephew who's going to be experiencing his very first Christmas.
Is he here? Is your baby nephew here?
No,
Look at him.
no. Unfortunately.
Is he godfather like he is the 32 other kids?
He can be. Oh, gosh. He'd love it. He'd love it. He's going to be a little athlete as well. He's already starting to play with his football toys and everything, so.
Well, I know he'll be a Gator, not a Gateway Gator, but a Garfield Gator.
Always. You might be an Allderdice person, too. You never know. He might go to Gateway. It depends. It depends.
From your lips to God's ears. What do you have with you, Janae?
She dropped it. She fumbled it. Don't tell her family. Cut that. Dave, cut this. No. Sorry, Janae.
No.
We're a little
Trust me,
silly at
I'm
times.
not a football person. I love watching it. I am not a player. I'll throw the ball. I can't catch it. I'll be the first to admit it.
An honest woman on our show again. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Go
But I
ahead.
have here an autographed photo, one of my own modeling
Oh,
photos.
my goodness.
For
There.
Smoking Jim.
Why does he get all these photos here? Let me bring it. Whoa, okay.
Yeah, I tend to write long messages. I can't help it.
I
It's
saw.
terrible.
Oh, you're a little wordy, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask anybody, you can see now I talk way too much.
Hold it, I'm known as the talking machine. I'll shut you down after a little bit. It's my show. Don't you worry. We'll get that period straightened out. So, with this career that you have, what's it all about? And where do we get a hold of you?
Well, you can always find me on Facebook or on my Instagram at Amora Diamond, Facebook Janae Amora Barlow. I tend to venture in a lot of different modeling. I've worked with American Eagle from time to time. I have done a lot of things with local people, and I am working to continue to work with a lot of local people. Is what I really want to do.
You're a Pittsburgh girl.
Exactly. I want
And
to
that's
do
why
as
we're on
much.
Pittsburgh Sportsline, and you can see us on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. You got to like us. We're at 1750.
Oh, of course,
Make
of
sure you
course.
get that like, and we're trying to hit 2K.
Of course, and I will support as much and spread it along. There's so many people that I work with.
And
that
here's
would
what
love
we
to be
do.
part
If you
of.
like us, we like whatever you have out there. We pass the like back. We're not greedy. So anybody that likes us, you like us first, because for some reason, I found a lot of people aren't liking us back. So I'm sort of, like us first, and we'll like you for everything that you have.
And don't Janae have the greatest eyebrows on the planet?
I did these myself, by the way.
Wow.
I just wanted to put that out.
She's also a makeup artist. Add that to the resume.
Took
right?
a lot of cutting my eyebrows into two
No
to
way.
get it right,
I can't believe that.
but it took a while, but I got it.
She's too honest. We're not going to ask you any more personal questions here. Okay?
Yeah, I don't want to spill out too much.
You've done enough. And you're cute enough to get away with it so far. Just be careful with Smoking Jim. He'll walk you around the block a little bit in a nice way. And now, your boyfriend is Swag?
Yes, a lot of people around the city know him as Swag. Unfortunately, he's a Philly boy. But he's over there in the corner. I love him to death, and he supports me 100% on everything that I do. He's my partner in crime, my partner in business, and we work well together. So hopefully you all will see us. See us out there.
We're going to look for you more now. Smoking Jim's talked about you in the past. I didn't know who this Janae was.
Well, now I'm here. I'm so glad you were able to meet me.
Well,
I'm glad to meet you.
It's been a pleasure. You take care, and we'll see you around the
Thank you,
city. And you're welcome back to visit us again when you have some event going on, or maybe you're on another cover. You could bring a cover of a magazine next time.
I'd love to.
Maybe our Pittsburgh Sportsline magazine. I gave them all out today. Yeah, this one.
I love it. Okay.
There's some around the side you may have to get that we
I
stored
will.
there.
I definitely
Pick one up because we're in over 350 places right now.
Okay.
So,
Okay, perfect.
thank you.
Thank you guys so much for
Take
having
care
me on
again.
the show. Thank you.
Trapper Tom.
Here it is.
There it is, Smoking Jim.
Trapper, welcome back.
Trapper,
Thank you.
thanks for coming in on your busy schedule. I know the weather's been against you and everything else. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much. It is always a pleasure. It's Smoking Jim, one beautiful lady after another. Did you find them all at the campus of California University of Pennsylvania?
Very close. Very close.
Just travel with them. They're everywhere. I go to all these events, except for one event that he missed. Esther Nunez had her birthday party, and
I
she
think
took
I've seen
that.
those pictures.
She
I
took
think
that
those
picture
pictures.
with me, just
yeah,
because
that's right.
she did say she wanted to hit you. So I don't understand that. And you're best friends.
gotta let
You're
her pull
doing a
out.
book together.
Because she can hit too, boy.
Can't she? Well, she did give a nice hug, Smoking Jim.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Just rub it in.
And you
Rub it
wouldn't
in.
have wanted to seen
Rub
her
it in.
dress in person. Just so you know, you would not have wanted to seen that dress. All right,
I
Trapper.
just
On
like
that,
being a fly
how
on
was
the wall.
wrestling? How was Wrestling Fan Fest?
Fan Fest
KSWA Wrestle.
KSWA Fan Fest 2013. Absolutely a terrific event. This is how great Pittsburghers are. We have the toy drive every year that benefits the Allegheny County. Better hide that. I looked for one, but I couldn't find one. That benefits the Allegheny County Holiday Project. Toys for needy kids throughout Allegheny County.
awesome.
And one of our fans works for Enterprise Rent-A-Car. And Enterprise Rent-A-Car, this guy took it upon himself. They donated $500 to the Holiday Project, Allegheny County Holiday Project.
That's great.
Hundreds of toys being delivered. Earlier in the day at the Lawrenceville United, event where they have the kids come in from the community. They give toys away. They have like a cookie drive and everything else, and they give us some extra toys to put into our toy drive as well. And people came up, they know Fan Fest, they know the KSWA, they handed over monetary donations to us unsolicited.
Really?
This is for the toy drive. Pittsburghers are the absolute best anywhere.
Fantastic. We believe that also.
And then the event, of course, we had Zach Gowen, who only has one leg.
Right.
He lost his leg to cancer at the age of 8, but he had a passion for professional wrestling, and he started when he was 16, have to be 18 in Pennsylvania to wrestle. But he started training at 16, became a pro wrestler, and is just unbelievably terrific. We also had Luscious Johnny Valiant, the WWE legend, who was he and the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant, were the very first tag team ever inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Luscious Johnny Valiant from right here in Pittsburgh was there and just thrilled the crowd. We inducted him into the KSWA Hall of Fame, and also you'd like this as well, the boxing. The referee Bucky Palermo, who still is 83 years old, is a shoemaker in Lawrenceville to this very day. He came in off the street, and we've been prepared for Bucky Palermo to walk through the street for years.
Did he have his referee shirt on?
No, he did not. Looks like $1 million.
83.
83. Looks like $1 million. We inducted him into the KSWA Hall of Fame as well. And the
instantly when he showed up,
because it's been in our file. His plaque has been in our suitcase for years.
And he finally showed up.
What
an honor.
At 83, he doesn't go to bed at midnight like some of us do. You know, he goes to bed
midnight. I haven't made it to midnight in years.
You know, sometimes, Chip, when you're a writer, you get inspired sometimes. But he came in, and we were able to induct him into our Hall of Fame. Get a big standing ovation from the crowd, because he was the referee for studio wrestling. There was he and Izzy Moydell and Andy DePaul, who was also a boxing referee. They were the three referees, the main referees during studio wrestling. Only Mr. DePaul and Bucky Palermo are still with us. Someday maybe Andy will be there, but we had to do Bucky because he's also still a shop owner and still works in Lawrenceville to this very day.
Really?
So that
and
is,
what shop does he own?
He has.
We always do some shameless promotion. You
Palermo's,
can't tease us.
Palermo Shoes on Butler Street in Lawrenceville. I think it's a 6300 block.
Nice.
So we had 363 paid.
Great.
It was the last 2 years when we had Bruno San Martino, and the year before that George the Animal Steele. You have a different kind of clientele. Sometimes people come in, they want to get the autographs, they want to meet the legends, and then they leave. This was a crowd that was there all night long, cheering on the KSWA, cheering on Zach Gowen, who wrestled against the Jester, cheered for Luscious Johnny Valiant, and then also in the historic main event, the future Shane Starr won the KSWA World Heavyweight Championship from Dr. Devastation Lou Martin. It was a winner-take-all match. Shane Starr was forced by the enforcer Sean Blanchard, the owner of the KSWA, to put the Golden Triangle Championship on the line.
I can't keep track.
I know it's hard.
I need a scorecard.
And I write about this stuff. But
where do I find any of these things?
KSWA.net or my own blog, the Pittsburgh Pro Wrestling blog, PGH Pro Wrestling at .blogspot.
Right, it's a very nice blog.
Thank you very much. And just keeping that alive, and the response has been tremendous. A lot of the fans posting pictures and good reviews, and everybody just had a great time. Everybody that I've talked to had a
How
great
did
time.
Mr. Puniverse do in his
Mr.
grudge match?
Puniverse against the enforcer, Sean Blanchard, put him to sleep in the sleeper hold.
Did he? Did.
Yeah, put him to sleep in
I
the
read
sleeper
about
hold.
that. You sang him a little lullaby. Huh?
Mr. Puniverse sang him a lullaby, that's right.
You need that.
And of course, afterwards, Mr. Puniverse took his shorts off to expose pink yoga pants, and he did a little dance.
Okay,
Did he? Is it a salsa dancer like Esther Nunez and all the they're all salsa dancers. You didn't tell me that.
She was a national.
Yeah. How about that? We're
Sometimes-
segueing into all these.
Sometimes I just want to be on the fly on the wall of
We're letting you
smoking Jim's life. You know what I mean?
You won't be
He
disappointed.
is living his
I'll
dream.
tell you that much. I'm glad he lets me be his wingman when he's driving cross country.
He makes me proud to be a Vulcan. I'll tell you that.
Whoa.
But yeah,
I know Spock. I'm going to put you in a sleeper right now.
But it was a tremendous night Saturday night, and the fans were just wonderful.
How was
with
your
their
performance?
generosity. You get a little tired towards the end of the night, but of course, to be able to give the inflection of the new KSWA heavyweight champion, you just find a new gear.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
We
You
have to
find
come
a
out.
new gear.
We have to come out to see you and hear you in action there in
Absolutely.
Lawrenceville. We
When's
got to
your
come
next
down.
event?
January 11th is Battle Bowl 6. The highlight of that match is a 30-man over-the-top rope battle royal.
Oh, good.
And there are 3 title shots. The 5-star championship. Bobby Badfingers won the 5-star championship in the gauntlet match on Saturday.
Wow.
We also have the Golden Triangle Championship. We believe that the Golden Triangle Championship will probably be taken from Shane Starr and probably put into a tournament, because you can't have 2 titles at the same time.
Right.
And then, of course, Shane Starr, the heavyweight champion. Whoever wins Battle Bowl gets a shot at the titles. So that is always exciting, and it just leads into, it's just pro wrestling.
You're going to write
doesn't
about
have-
that?
Of course.
Okay.
Battle
Because
Royal.
I'll try to keep people posted on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook so they can
Battle
keep track.
Royal is always good.
Oh,
to watch.
it's all. The fans have taken to that event like you would not believe,
Yeah.
and they're very vocal, and they know all the wrestlers, and they know that it's going to be a great time, and it becomes. We have a sign contest. Fans are encouraged to bring a sign, and we give prizes away for kids' sign and adult signs as well.
Well, we're going to have you back on.
We will.
You know
We
that.
will.
We'll bring
I
you
always
back on.
Always appreciate that.
And you're filling in for Mr. Puniverse. Now, those are big shoes to fill.
They are.
369 pounds, 3% body fat, and I didn't notice it last week.
And pink yoga pants to boot.
I don't want to know what he's wearing underneath there. I'll
That's a
pass
little
on
too much
that.
information.
I'm right at ringside. I can't avoid it.
I know. Well, Trapper Tom, I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank
as
you
always.
for coming
I
in.
appreciate that.
You can come back
And the
anytime.
sport. All right, fantastic. Thanks, guys.
Take care.
Thanks, everybody.
Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming in. I've heard a lot of good things about you. Tell everybody who you are.
You guys, my name is Kevin Organ, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I'm just glad to be on this show, man, with you guys. I'm honored. I feel honored, and I just want to thank you.
Well,
guys.
thank you. I want to introduce you to an NFL scout that maybe he can help you out. Smoking Jim Frazier. We got Chip the Prophet Hayner.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And
I seen Kevin play in high school with Desmond Brentley, and I tell you what,
Yeah.
they had one of the most prolific passing attacks ever seen in high school.
Yeah.
so you're a wide receiver.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, you got to tell people that.
Yeah. I play wide receiver. Right now, I'm currently a free agent. But I played at Cal, PA, transferred to Northern Michigan, and then played my last year at Malone University. So now I'm just looking for a place to go, looking for a team.
And you're hoping to go to the NFL?
Yes.
You're looking for a tryout. Here's the guy to see.
Yeah.
You got to ink that deal. This will be your new agent right
Down to
here.
the South Side, they got some. They need somebody to catch him.
Give him Emmanuel Sanders.
And you live here locally now?
I do. I was born and raised ever since I moved back from school.
And your beautiful wife wants to take another
beautiful
picture of you
wife,
again.
yes.
You want to
Not
shout?
like being married.
You want to shout out to her since this will
do.
be broadcast on
I
Verizon 32 everywhere, and it's on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. When we post this up in a day or two, you'll see that. So make sure you like us, and we'll like whatever you're doing. Friend us, and we'll get you the video online. Since you probably have Comcast.
Right.
How'd I guess?
Everybody has Comcast.
Well, except we got Verizon around here. Fios. You got to get with the modern age here.
Right.
Leave that Comcast alone.
Right.
But you'll see the video.
Okay.
No, I appreciate you coming in. We wish you good luck. We'll get some updates on you and let us know what's going on. Smoking Jim's going to work with you.
Okay.
We're
that
glad to
sounds
connect
great.
people here, especially good people and good athletes. Sounds like a good combination.
It does. It does. Sounds good to me.
Well, you take care now.
All right.
We'll
Great
see
job,
you.
Kevin.
Hey, John.
Oh, Santa's here.
There's Santa.
I didn't know Santa was here.
You can sit in my lap, Santa.
Man, all right.
Santa, you can sit in my lap.
Look at the little kid.
Thanks.
Oh, can't see Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas.
Santa Claus.
This is a BBTV first. Santa Claus is sitting in my lap here.
And this is when Santa Claus delivered the Homewood. Black baby dolls, the Homewood.
Merry Christmas. Hey, Santa, I know you're busy and you're getting heavy. For a short Santa, you weigh a lot, Santa. It must be all that. Oh, I can't say it on air. Definitely. You're a strong guy. Somebody get the crane. Get him off of here. Thanks, Santa.
Back that
I'm
thing
just
up,
kidding.
Santa. Santa Claus is here. I love it.
Here's our halftime show. Chip, let's get a couple things out for halftime.
A couple of things out coming up for halftime. You know, Steelers season's pretty much in the bag. Heading down to Fan Fest this weekend.
Buccos.
Bucco talk, yeah. About 60-some days away from started training.
I think
camp.
like 64 or something.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to be down there this weekend. I got my VIP passes for Fan Fest.
Nice, nice.
So that's what's going on this weekend.
Smoking Jim, what else is going on besides the reindeer are looking at you over there?
Hey, just real quick, want to say a happy belated birthday to my very, very dear friend, Miss Esther Nunez. I'm so sorry that I missed your birthday party, and I'm going to do everything I can to make it up to you. But happy birthday again, Miss Esther.
After that, I have nothing else to say here, Smoking Jim. Make sure you check out our show at Little E's, 949 Liberty Avenue, downtown Pittsburgh, right across from the August Wilson Center, Smoking Jim. And we'll be there roughly around 6 o'clock. I expect you about 10 after, so we'll be right on time. And that's it for our halftime show. Thanks, folks. Introduce yourself. You know our standard procedure. You got to at least introduce
Guys,
yourself.
Thanks for having me back again. My name's Hank Hanisick with Team AMS MMA and Fracture City Gear.
Right, and I don't have my Fractured City gear on. I wore it all Saturday.
Well,
Had
I
it
don't
on.
have my Fracture City gear either. I got my Brutal Nation on tonight. This is representing my buddy who's a 5-time heavyweight champion, Brutal Brendan Barrett. He's here today as well.
He come
Yep.
in from where?
New Jersey.
He's a Jersey boy. We're bringing him on our reality show here shortly.
Drinking
Pittsburgh
some city water.
Sportsline. He's drinking Pittsburgh City water.
That's right.
He can hardly walk right now. Look at him.
And we got Jason the Whip Willett also.
Not the whip.
The
When
whip.
did he come in?
Well, he come in this weekend with an extra win at 4-3, going into this weekend to the Gladiators of the Cage fight this weekend.
Wow.
Kick some butt.
Well, we're going to have to interview these guys. And congratulations, I heard all of your fighters, including the lady fighter, they all won. And I was trying to text you to tell you I could be there, and you were so busy. Here's what they did to my man, 3 events in a row.
Yeah, we were the first 3 fights on the card. So our Melissa Gastick stepped up. You know, she's a ground fighter, all right? She went in there and she crushed this girl with overhand rights and lead right hooks. Just crushed her. Split her face wide open.
We got to get her on.
Beautiful.
Well, maybe
I mean,
not.
It was amazing.
Maybe not.
Second round, referee stoppage. Boom. W.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. She was amazing. Second round, we had Brawlin' Donnie Bard. Second
These
fight.
are your Marines coming in.
Bard's not a Marine, but he's got a heart like one. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
You know, this kid, he got up there. He's ready to bang. You heard him hitting. I sit seriously up in the balconies. He hit this kid so hard. He hit him in the second round. His mouthpiece was hanging out all crooked. I seriously thought he was going to finish him here. Talk about saved by the bell. No exaggeration. Leaning up against the fence. Ding, ding, ding.
Wow.
Come out third round, 16 seconds. Good night, Irene. Walk off, knockout. Literally stood over.
Did you say 16 seconds?
16 seconds. Absolutely.
That's one of the fastest.
Yeah. Then going into the third was Matt Falk. You know, he's a Marine also. Went in there, got him with the throw punch at him. All you hear is bang, double leg takedown, spun around, controlled him for the first round. Second round came out, he threw an overhand, took him down to the ground. Arm submission, I swear he's going to rip his arm off. Wow. You know what I mean? Verbal tap. Guy couldn't even tap. He's like, I quit. So it was pretty nice to get it.
Maybe a dislocation.
He said the elbow popped, so so it was pretty nice. And then
we cover everything here: the graphics, the sound effects.
Yep.
You name it.
A few fights later, it was pretty interesting. You know, Jason came out. You know,
I want him to tell. Look, he's itching to get up here.
Well, I'll just tell you he won. He can tell the story. I don't care. But all in all, Team AMS Fracture City gear 4-0. We have brutal Brendan Barrett in the corner for some of our guys. You know, guess what?
And who's the ring card girl?
That's Ayla Noah up here. Say hi,
Ayla. We're not going to bring her up for round 2.
Well, that's what's on my mind.
Jason, sorry to interrupt you, but we were taking care of business. Speaking of taking care of business, tell me about your fight.
I fought a guy named Steve Smith out of Ohio. I knew going into the fight.
Move a little closer there. There you go.
I knew going in there I wanted to, make it quick. So, I went in there, felt it out for about 3 minutes, and took him to the ground.
What happened? What move did you make?
First, I just started off with some ground and pound with some elbows, and eventually I had him in what's called an Americana, where I was like bending his arm back like this. Couldn't finish it that way. He was a little squirmy. He gave his back up. Then I sunk in a deep arm triangle.
Maybe we should bring Hank up and you can demonstrate this stuff. No, I'm kidding. Hank would do it in a second.
But I had the arm triangle in, sunk it in, and sure enough, I finished the fight in about 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Great job. And you completed the sweep,
yes.
Right, for the team,
yes.
Undefeated. And I didn't give you a proper announcement. Tell your new fans and old fans who you are so they know.
I'm Jason the Whip Bullet out of Team AMS.
And that's located
300 Camp Horn Road in Ohio Township, not too far from 279, 79, and 65.
You know what? Hank tells us that on the air all the time, and you were perfect on that. He's spot on. What, making that triangle move?
No, he did that on his own. I just try to make him look good on camera.
Okay. You did a great job because I saw him before he got here. He was starved. He hadn't eaten in about a week. He's eaten, I think, meatball hoagies at Smoking Jim. He had the best meatball hoagie 2 weeks ago. I had it last week. Now you had it.
Meatball sub was great.
Wasn't it?
I'm coming back for another one.
And this was an unpaid commercial for Sips Sports Bar. And you'll be able to hear this on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook when we post this up in a day or two. How long have you been fighting MMA?
I've been in the sport for about 5 years now. I turned pro.
Did you start when you're 18?
No, I started when I was about 25.
No way.
Yeah.
He looks like 22.
He does. He really does.
I thought you were much younger.
No, I actually turned 30 on November 3rd, so I'm getting up
Happy
there.
birthday.
Thank you, sir.
Definitely. Well, you're keeping your youth about you, even though you're a killer. You're a baby-faced killer here. Look at him, guys.
Hey, Hank, maybe we should change my name. What do you think?
Baby-faced assassin.
I like the whip.
Whip Will, it sort of rhymes like Al Levine, the talking machine, Smoking Jim Frazier. Well, the Prophet, that doesn't rhyme. He just picks winners. He picks winners. Michigan State. He picked Detroit on Thanksgiving. He said they'd crush them. He did pick them. All four, I did. I said undefeated when you were here. Nobody will lose. I'm glad you withheld and kept that reputation going. What's your record then?
Right now as a pro, I'm 4-3.
Well, obviously, fighting the pros is pretty tough.
It is pretty tough. You know, I started off to a 3-0 start. Had a little, rocky patch in the middle, but I'm back on track. We made the proper adjustments. I also dropped down to 145 pounds, which is a pretty big deal for being a pro. But right now, I'm feeling a lot confident in the coaching staff I have.
145. Wow.
Yes, I'm probably about $170 right now.
I was going to say, he's an honest fighter. I can't believe it. I knew he was much bigger, Hank. That's why he was so hungry.
Yeah, it's like the day of the weigh, you're 145 pounds for 2 or 3 hours, and then after that...
We're familiar with the boxers. Some of them, you see their veins and how cut up they are, and they're not wearing anything except shorts, so every little bit helps.
Yeah, that was me Friday night.
Was it? And I did see a lot of those pictures because little Zach Brenner was there, little Z was there, representing Pittsburgh Sportsline. That was that smiling guy with Hank. Well, he wasn't smiling, but, he was with Hank.
There is one with him smiling. We got it.
I know. That's a good reputation because he's always holding that fist. And what's your next plan? When are you going to fight next?
We don't know exactly when I'm going to fight again. Next week, and I'm actually going to be traveling to Philadelphia to try out for Bellator Fighting Championship. But
why don't you explain to people like myself that you explained earlier what that is, Bellator?
Okay, well...
In Philly yet?
Yeah, basically, Bellator is the next best thing to the UFC. It's a really big promotion. If I make this tryout, it could lead to, more opportunities later on down the road. But
good.
I'm taking it day by day. I'm going out there, putting in my all, and, hopefully something good will come out of it.
Well, you look in great shape. There's no doubt about it. I wish you the best of luck. Thanks for being on our show. Jason the Whip, Willett, you're back. Come back anytime you want. If you have any updates, if you want to update what happened in Philly, let us know.
Absolutely.
Thanks. Welcome to the show. Again,
there you go. There
tell
we are.
everybody who you are. I probably didn't pronounce your name right, but go ahead.
No worries. My name is Brutal Brendan Barrett. I'm from New Jersey, but over time I've been out in Pittsburgh a bit for training camps. I come out there, I help Hank and some of the guys over at AMS. I was out here supporting them for the fights.
I heard you were in the ring.
Yeah, I was helping cornering some of the guys, taking some of my experience, from the years of fighting and stuff, and, kind of bringing it in, helping out wherever I can, just kind of giving back. And great guys, great teams, and I was happy to help out.
We're big fans of Hank and his team. And it must have been good karma with you being in there, undefeated for the whole night.
Yeah, no, it was a really exciting night. I was really happy for all the guys. I've been out here training for some of my fights, and I know how hard they work. They're always really hungry to learn. And even the guys, like Jason and Donnie and them, and I got clearly over 100 pounds on them. We'll still get in there like.
Hold it. What's your weight? Tell me your weight.
I'm over 240 pounds.
Are you?
Yeah, so I'm a little short and compact. So.
All muscle too.
Yeah,
you are. Wow.
And I got like lunch boxes, so.
I see. It looks like somebody tried to eat one of those with a mouth.
Yeah, well, I just missed his chin by about a quarter inch. The guy was from Belgrade, Serbia.
Whoa.
His name was
How
Miodrag.
tall was he?
He was
like Drago.
No, his name was Miodrag Pele Petkovic. Over 52 fights internationally. He was 6'3", 250 pounds.
Wow.
And I wanted to defend.
What's your height officially? I mean, not in the program. What's your height when you're...
I always honest. I don't try and oversell. If I go to the chiropractor, I think I'm about 5'11". So.
Yeah, he did say if, and that's a
5'10",
huge word.
5'11", we'll see.
You're an honest fighter. That's 2 in a row.
I put it this way, honesty is the best policy, right?
We're all about it. I might embellish a couple things, but there's a grain of truth to it, I'm telling you.
Well, when you fight, you can't embellish too much because sooner or later
there's only one guy against you.
And the bell's going to ring and you got to put up or shut up. And if you've been embellishing a little too much, you're going to get exposed.
Well, let me hear your unembellished record.
I think right now I think I'm 9-5, 1-1. I used to fight at 205. Clearly, I was cutting way too much weight. Since I made the move to heavyweight, I had one loss, a controversial split decision, and a title fight. I rematched him. He lasted a minute and 54 seconds.
So you're a champ and a title holder.
I have the Raging Warriors heavyweight belt, the XFE heavyweight belt, the Locked in a Cage heavyweight belt, and the last one was the Ring of Combat heavyweight belt.
Oh, I've been counting. That's 4 belts.
And I defended.
Where are these belts?
Actually,
we like belts on our show.
Well, if I come back out to
you
Pittsburgh,
bring the
I'll
belts.
Bring them. I also got 2 Naga championship belts. Yeah, it's about 150 pounds with all those belts, so it's a lot to carry around.
Hey, we had a record of 3 belts, and they didn't weigh 150 pounds. They were local boxing belts. They were nice belts. We'd love to see your belts.
I got 6 of them. They didn't give me a new one when I defended it. I was a little upset. I wanted one for every day of the week.
Really?
I was hoping. I looked at the promoter.
Your hands back and shit.
Yeah, exactly. So if I hit his chin, it would have been probably a 2 or 3 second fight, but I just missed it. Grazed him and hit him right in the sternal knot. And he went down, but I shattered my hand in the first punch, and it took a little longer. I ended up finishing in 2 minutes and 14 seconds.
How long are you going to be out?
It was September 20th, the first surgery. They put a steel plate in there.
I saw the scar. Look at the scar.
Yeah, it's a nice one if you can see.
Yeah, I did see it. That's why I said I won't shake your hand again.
I was almost getting ready to go back into training, and for whatever reason, the steel plate they put in there broke. I had to go and have a second surgery, so I drive back to New Jersey tomorrow, and I'll see the orthopedic again on, I guess, Wednesday.
Well, I hope they make you better like the $6 million man that I used to watch.
That'd be nice. You know, that's the whole thing. You fight, you know you're breaking your body down. You hopefully one day.
They want to enhance that.
Exactly. You know, medicine will advance by the time you're retiring. You're in a tax bracket where you can just replace everything. So it doesn't hurt just to get out of bed in the morning.
Great point.
So, you know, fingers crossed. Come on, science, and come on, tax bracket.
It will. It just depends on how much you can pay for it.
Absolutely. That's what's
Make some more money with the pros. Keep winning.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so you don't know when you'll be fighting. That depends on how you heal up then.
Right now, there's a lot of things in the works. A lot of interesting stuff. Can't talk too much right now.
Sure.
But also, it's not out of the ordinary. I may start going back into some professional boxing fights. I had one, and I loved it. And I was working with these trainers. They weren't really
you got to come to
when
Pittsburgh.
I needed to. Believe it or not,
Gleason's gym.
You ready? The first time I came to Pittsburgh was to train for my second professional boxing fight. I went through 3 opponents. They all backed out, and I ended up never fighting. You know, I got some different trainers. A couple of years passed. Started fine-tuning my boxing, especially now that I'm one of the smallest heavyweights out. Well, not the smallest, but I may weigh a little more, but they're so much taller. It's all about angles, getting in and out without getting hit. You know, they say swim without getting wet.
Right.
Hit without getting hit. So, you know, you want to make sure you're still there mentally later in life. You're not drawing on yourself either.
I
Big
would
boys
hope
hit
so.
hard.
Definitely. Well, I would assume you hit hard, too.
Well, to win the Ring of Combat heavyweight belt, I guess my friends keep busting my chops. They're like, you're fighting everyone. You're like, you're United Nations of opponents.
Right.
The guy before the guy from Serbia was from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
No.
He lasted 33 seconds, and he'll probably never fight again. I actually split his jaw in half with one punch.
Whoa.
You kind of feel bad, but then like
we got to get gloves on you and start boxing.
Yeah, exactly my point. I mean, I'm a wrestler by background in college and everything. Yeah, I went to Muhlenberg College. I wrestled through there, you know, and I just missed competing, so I started fighting.
Right.
And you know, it's a lot better than working in an office. So I just take my education.
It's a lot more fun.
Oh, it's a lot more fun. I see my friends are in their offices, my boss is on me, this and that, everything else, and I'm like, I look in the mirror and I said, how you feeling today? I'm like, pretty good. I was like, I'm my own boss. I guess I'm treating myself pretty well.
I like this guy. We're going to have him on. He can do his interview next time and not me. I'll just sit and laugh.
He's good.
Thank you.
Oh, there you go. You get a little bit trace. All right. But yeah, if they want to look more information.
Yeah, how do we get a hold of you? That's one of the things.
I'm on Facebook. I have a fan page out there, Brutal Brendan Barrett. My main page is just Brendan Barrett. I think it's Facebook /
Spell your last name because we're Pittsburgh. We don't understand.
Absolutely. Well, it's Brendan, BRENDAN, Barrett, BARRETT. And my website, just relaunched it, brutalbrendanbarrett.com. You'll see a bunch of different videos, interviews. You know,
we're going to
pictures.
check it out. But like our page first, Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. And I guarantee we'll all like it, and I'll get as many likes as you can.
Absolutely. No, I appreciate it, man.
We'll
really
help like you right up the ladder
I
there.
appreciate you guys having me. I'm glad I got stuck in by the weather, so I can be
Me
here
too,
and
and I'm glad I talked to Hank this morning, and he goes, I got you sitting right here.
No, I appreciate
Brutal
it.
Brendan's sitting right next to me. I'm like, who? Now I met you. Hey,
Absolutely,
take care,
man.
champ.
I appreciate
Get healthy.
it, guys. Thank you very much.
We'll see you. Right at one, yeah.
Yeah, we already did it.
That way you can just walk. Have a seat, Z.
I want to talk my grip every week, Coach.
That's a good grip. You know what? You pulled my shoulder out of the socket. Right? I'm sitting at a bad angle.
I'm sorry. So now, so Batman got a girlfriend now.
No.
Yeah, Mr. Potato Head Edition got a girlfriend now.
Oh,
Man
well,
got a black Barbie
yeah,
now.
yeah. Definitely.
So Christmas comes early around here to the
His birthday,
Smoking
Christmas.
Jim. Every day Smoking Jim Frazier's birthday. I've seen him in action, man. He goes to every restaurant every day, man, says it's my birthday.
Does he?
Yeah.
I didn't know
How
that.
do you think he knows all these great women, man? They used to be waitresses.
I don't know.
Smoking Jim got him on the
he's
5-year plan.
He's got
5 years.
365 drivers.
You better explain this 5-year plan. What's his 5-year? Let's move
let's
on.
get serious, yeah.
This is Zach Brenner. Say who you are, because I forgot.
I'm Zach Brenner, owner of Brenner Contracting, guest co-host of Pittsburgh Sportsline.
Clean towel. Hey, for Sip Sports Bar, I hope they remember next time you got to tag Zach Brenner.
Yeah, really, Brandon.
Please.
Jeez,
She's busy
what do you
making
gotta
money.
do around here to get noticed?
I don't. You got
I
to
am
be
in
in
the
it.
Hall of
You can't miss a show. That's what happens.
I'm not in the Brother Hall of Fame yet, but
Well,
we're still working on that, man.
I made it, buddy.
We're gonna keep chopping away at that until
I
we get
made
in.
it without a good
We're gonna
handshake.
kick that door down, man, like Nelson Mandela in South Africa. We're gonna boot that door down. R.I.P. Nelson Mandela. I didn't hear anybody say anything about that.
I did all over Facebook, buddy. I got worn out.
Oh, it's not on tape.
You missed it. It's on Pittsburgh Sportsline on
Well,
Facebook.
I got family all over the place.
I even posted on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. How are you missing this stuff? You're getting like Smoking Jim Frazier. Al, when did you put that up? 3 months ago. When did you put that up about me?
I know, Smoking
6
Jim.
months
Hey,
ago.
Smoking Jim is still playing that Jason Bergman highlight reel like it happened yesterday.
Where did that come out again? I said I like that 52 times. I'm not doing it 53.
I felt the same way, but I still did it, man. I said I have to, man. I was there.
And since we're here, shout out to Jason Bergman fighting on the 13th, Friday the 13th.
So is Cian Dalton, a big fan of Pittsburgh Sportsline.
Cian's our man.
The Irishman, he'll be fighting down
We
there.
know
in
they're
West
going to
Virginia.
win. Mike McSorley, he's always trying to ask us with Congreb Boxing Club. We just
I
can't
promise,
make.
Mike, one of these days we're going to get there, man.
We
The
got
stars are
events
gonna align.
everywhere. Hey, he liked our magazine. He told me what a great magazine it is. So Mike likes the magazine.
Hey, great guy. All the boxing people in the city of Pittsburgh love Pittsburgh Sportsline, the magazine. Stevie Chambers, Johnny Spells, everybody, Ted Marconja, like everybody all over the city, amateur, pro, like, man, they all love Pittsburgh Sportsline, the show, the magazine, all these guys. Not just me, but I know they like me.
They love you. They got love for you.
We got some business to talk about real quick, and we'll talk some more about it tomorrow too. But this Saturday night, Lightning Rod Soka, Team Soka fights on Showtime against what's his face is
Alvarez.
Canelo Alvarez's older brother. So it's a big fight for Rod at 140 pounds.
In the
Looking forward
Alamo
to it.
Dome.
In the Alamo Dome in Texas too. Rod got to travel out there for Golden Boy. So
Is this Rod's first national exposure on
Yes.
television?
yeah,
Great.
it is.
With Golden Boy.
With Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya and company. So Smoking Jim Frazier knows how big that is to get a deal, with Golden Boy. They're one of the premier promoters in the whole country, right up there with Bob Arum, top rank, prize fighter. Golden Boy doesn't get any bigger than that, so I'm real happy for Rod. I hope he's been training hard, and hopefully, there isn't a lot of distractions like there was leading to some of the fights we put on around here, where you got to worry about, cutting people checks and all the stuff.
Oh,
that
here,
goes with
just
it.
selling tickets, lining everything up. The day of the fight, when he fought the last fight, I never saw a guy so distracted win a fight like he did. His mind definitely wasn't in the ring till towards the end of that fight.
Well, you saw what happened after that, though. We got it straightened out. Now he's a fighter, and he's going to fight. and he's been training as hard as I've ever seen him train, and I look forward to Saturday night. I hope you gentlemen come to Munhall, to my brother's house, the Mayor's.
Oh, wait a second. I forgot about the party.
Yeah, Saturday night.
Humper St. Homestead, huh?
That's on the 14th.
We moved up like the Jeffersons. We're in Munhall now. We started
You're at the top of the hill. You're up at the top of the hill, huh?
We're up on top of the hill. We moved on up.
What's that address again? We'll talk privately on that. We don't want too many people showing up because Addison's going to feed us. And Smoking Jim and I don't drink, so you guys can have all the beer. And I heard you have so much vodka. I don't forget the name of that vodka, but you got so much of it.
Click. We got lots of click.
What'd you say, click? I hear something clicking.
Yeah, we got lots of Click vodka to go around. Shout out to Click vodka, faded industry down there in the strip.
This is an unpaid commercial.
Well, not an unpaid commercial because they got Pittsburgh Sportsline, the magazine, on their desk right now in their office when you come in the door. So that's not, you know.
Oh, like a media partner. Yeah. They're like a partner with us now. We got a new partner, but we're going to have to end this show. One last thing. What else do you want to say, Smoke? I mean, Little Z.
I want to thank Hank Hanesick and all the guys from MMA, from Fractured Gear.
City Gear?
City Gear. I'll be wearing my shirt tomorrow on Tuesday's show. Hope everybody tunes in and watches. Shout out to Chief. You're not here tonight, man. You're greatly missed.
Chief broke his streak.
Anytime Chief doesn't show up, man, it's a bummer. We got Chopper John. I see you over there, Mario. Shy guy.
Mario Tempest is here. And that's it, folks. Thanks for watching the show. See us on Verizon 32 everywhere, YouTube, and Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook, made 1751. Thanks to Brooke, new fan.